In the fiercely competitive world of Korean entertainment, where fresh faces emerge and disappear at dizzying speed, success is often measured by overnight fame, multi-million-dollar endorsements, or instant viral popularity. Yet Byeon Woo Seok's story follows an entirely different trajectory, slower, quieter, and ultimately far more compelling. In 2026, as Byeon Woo Seok's name headlines major projects, especially Perfect Crown, many call this his explosive year. But a closer look reveals something more fascinating. This is not a sudden breakthrough. It is the result of nearly a decade of patience, persistence, and invisible groundwork. It is the story of a man who once stood at the edge of the frame and is now stepping into the center, without losing the emotional depth that made him unforgettable. An actor who was never meant to become famous overnight. Born in 1991, Byeon Woo Seok entered the entertainment industry as a model before transitioning into acting in 2016. At the time, he hardly fit the industry's obvious blueprint for a leading man. His towering height, sharp features, and somewhat distant aura often placed him in supporting roles rather than center stage. In Dear My Friends, his role as Sun Jong-sik was so small it could easily have gone unnoticed. Yet even in brief appearances, he demonstrated something crucial: the ability to leave an emotional impression without demanding attention. Through projects like History of Walking Upright, Search, WWW, and Office Watch, The Gossip Room, Byeon Woo Seok quietly experimented with different character archetypes, from polished office professionals to emotionally scarred celebrities. What stood out was his refusal to overperform. Byeon Woo Seok's greatest strength lies in restraint. He is the type of actor who can tell an entire story with silence, forcing viewers to wonder what emotions his characters hide behind composed expressions. Not always the lead, but often the most memorable. One of Byeon Woo Seok's earliest turning points came through Record of Youth. While the drama centered on ambition and youth within the modeling and acting industries, his portrayal of Won Hae-hyo became a fascinating emotional counterbalance. He wasn't loud, dramatic, or written as the stereotypical second lead syndrome character. Instead, Hae-hyo resonated because of his vulnerability, his jealousy, insecurities, and helplessness while standing outside a love story he could never truly enter. Then came Moonshine, where Byeon Woo Seok further showcased his range as Lee Pyo, a crown prince who appeared carefree on the surface but carried loneliness underneath. The role could have easily become one-dimensional, but he added nuance, portraying fragility beneath privilege. Still, if there was one moment that truly pushed him out of the shadows, many fans would point to strong girl Nam Soon. In a television landscape where villains are often designed to be hated, Byeon Woo Seok transformed Ryu Co into something strangely magnetic. Dangerous, obsessive, and cold, yet heartbreakingly isolated. Many viewers admitted they found themselves captivated by Ryu Co's scenes more than those of the official male lead. It proved something important: screen time matters less than presence. Lovely Runner and the moment everything changed. If strong girl Nam Soon announced his potential, Lovely Runner turned Byeon Woo Seok into a cultural phenomenon. Ryu Sun-jae was never just another handsome celebrity character or conventional romantic lead. What made audiences obsess over him was the emotional complexity Byeon Woo Seok infused into the role. Sun-jae was successful yet exhausted, admired yet painfully lonely, strong on the outside while quietly breaking apart within. At a time when Korean dramas often present idealized male protagonists, Sun-jae felt startlingly human. Perhaps that is why audiences connected so deeply with him. Byeon Woo Seok did not rely on explosive emotional breakdowns. Instead, he conveyed heartbreak through subtle pauses, lingering glances, restrained smiles, and quiet moments of longing. His performance did not scream for attention, it lingered. And lingered. After Lovely Runner, Byeon Woo Seok was no longer merely promising. He became a phenomenon. Perfect Crown, his biggest gamble yet. Still, success always raises the same difficult question: what comes next? In 2026, Byeon Woo Seok enters Perfect Crown carrying enormous expectations. Set in an alternate version of 21st century Korea where constitutional monarchy still exists, the drama blends royal hierarchy with modern capitalist power struggles. It creates a world where aristocracy collides directly with wealth. Byeon Woo Seok's Grand Princean is far from a fairy tale prince. Though born into royal blood, he possesses little practical power, trapped between luxury and emotional displacement. His contract marriage with chaebol heiress Song Hui-ju unfolds not merely as romance but as a psychological battle involving pride, status, emotional survival, and power. If Lovely Runner proved Byeon Woo Seok could make viewers fall in love, Perfect Crown may determine whether he can carry an ambitious fictional universe as its emotional center. Is Byeon Woo Seok redefining the Korean leading man? What makes Byeon Woo Seok different is not simply his visuals or height. Korean entertainment has never lacked handsome actors. The difference lies in emotional texture. He represents a new type of leading man, not invincible, not unrealistically perfect, and not obsessed with performing masculinity. His characters often feel fractured, emotionally bruised, uncertain, and painfully human. Perhaps that is why audiences do not simply admire Byeon Woo Seok. They recognize themselves in him. From overlooked supporting roles in 2016 to becoming one of Korean entertainment's defining names in 2026, his journey reveals an increasingly rare truth about stardom. Some stars are not meant to shine too early. They are built through time, setbacks, patience, and countless moments spent standing outside the spotlight before eventually becoming the spotlight itself. And for Byeon Woo Seok, the real explosion of success may only just be beginning.